So technical theater consists of multiple different elements ranging all the way from the sound and the lights, which is what you usually think of when you hear technical, but it also considers any hair or makeup that the actors or actresses wear, as well as the costumes, and even small little props ranging from, or any sort of prop ranging from giant maps to just little buttons that they might be flipping on stage. So it consists of more things than people usually consider to be technical theater. In the professional world, it's not terribly difficult, but that's because you have a professional team consisting of not just you, but also a makeup designer, a head costume designer, a head electrician for your lights, a sound engineer for your sound, a props master, a set designer, and set builders, set constructors. So many different people, but here at high school, we don't have all those professionals. So instead we have volunteers that help our director with costumes, hair, and makeup, but when it comes to sets and props, it's on to us as the students in either the theater arts classes or some of the higher level acting classes when we're not rehearsing to help pull props from prop storage, help construct, paint, decorate, all the different kinds of sets, and then during the actual show and rehearsals, running sound, running lights, changing set pieces in and out, on and off stage. So while we don't have professionals, we still do have people that help out. It's just a lot more difficult because we don't always have the exact same people every year because it's high school, it's students. The cast has their rehearsals, and then throughout their rehearsal process, we join in on their rehearsals. So yes, while we don't have our own rehearsals per se, we do have rehearsals with the cast for sets, for sounds, for lights, for costumes, for hair, for makeup, but it doesn't all happen at once. It happens over the course of several weeks, whether it's tech week, which is just the sound and lights, or the dress weeks, which comes with hair, makeup, costumes. If something goes wrong, depending on what thing goes wrong, so if it goes wrong with a set piece or a prop, if it's during rehearsal, we can stop, we can fix it, we can identify the problem, figure out some solutions, and we can create a more permanent fix. If it's with costumes, hair, or makeup, it's usually like a rip or a tear, or a costume piece goes missing and we just have to either replace it or sew it back up. With hair and makeup, it's usually something we just have to change because it just didn't look how we thought it did. And then sound and lights. If it's with sound and lights, it's usually something that either the signal's not receiving, something died, or something just broke and we have to replace it. The most common technical difficulties that we encounter or have to encounter or problem solve or adapt with are usually, at least here at the high school, with the microphones. Whether they're not sending audio, receiving signal, they're just dead from usage or what have you. That's usually our biggest technical problem. The second biggest ones that we encounter more often here are usually something going missing props-wise or something breaking or ripping with the costumes when they're used. With mics, to account for the issues that we usually encounter, is we have plenty of spare elements, which are the little microphone headsets that the actors and actresses are wearing. So if something's wrong with that, we can easily just unplug, plug a new one in, and it's usually good to go. If it's a signal problem, then we just have to resync the microphone pack to the board, and that usually fixes the problem, or just replace the batteries. And we have a ton of spare batteries in the back that we can always switch out with. But if it's a problem with like the actual mic pack itself, we do have one spare mic in the back that we usually reserve for just the lead during musicals. That way, if something breaks with theirs, we can easily just plug and play, and we don't take away from any of the audience's showtime. So our biggest backup plan, like I said before with the spare mic, is if the leads might go out and it's not something that we can fix easily, like switching out batteries, then we'll just take the entire microphone, mic pack, element, everything off them, and just give them the whole new one and just basically replace it all. It's already synced up, it's already been mic checked, so the gain is already all right, and it's just ready to go. Other backup plans we have is We have spare costume parts. We have tons of costume room, so if we need to pull something new or fix something, what have you, we have sewing machines, we have spare fabric, needles, buttons, what have you, we have spare and we can replace it pretty quickly. And then if it's a prop, usually if it's something that we don't have a replacement of already, such as an old rotary phone or maybe a vase of flowers, then we would have to either find something out at Hobby Lobby or eBay and replace that, or we would just, if it's something more common like cups, utensils, plates, tablecloths, that we can easily find a replacement in our prop storage. So the biggest difference between shows and rehearsals when it comes to tech is during a rehearsal, if something breaks, you can stop. You can just stop the show and you can tell them, okay, you can stop the show, diagnose the problem, fix the problem, and keep going. Or you can redo the scene, or you can keep practicing that one specific transition that you might be having trouble with over and over and over until it's nice and smooth. During a show, you can't stop. You have start of the show, intermission, and anytime there's a blackout to fix any problems you might have. Otherwise, you have to adapt with what you have. So if our lead's mic went out and it wasn't, the actor just has to project, and we would turn, if it was during a song, we'd turn the band down so it's easier to hear him and less of the band. Or if it's during a song that or scene that he's standing very close to someone, we might turn their gain up a little bit more to make it a bit more sensitive to try and hope that we can catch some of his lines from projection. But again, it's just something that we have to hope for the best, and we can't really fix until either a blackout, they exit the stage, or intermission. The show must go on. So I started tech in my 8th grade year, which was 2019, which was about 5 or 6 years ago now. And what I've always found most enjoyable is, for me personally, mixing the show, so the sounds, the sound effects, the microphones, the band, and then designing the lighting. So choosing the colors, choosing the feel, figuring out whether I want top light, key light, front light, back light, what sort of lighting effects I want, what sort of colors, shapes. Do I want it to move? Do I want them to change rapidly, slowly, strobe, what have you? Because that's what really sets the mood. And then of course, an actor without a techie is just someone standing in the dark on stage naked. So